Hello, hello from Alesha Brown, the Joy Guru. And I wanted to spend this time just answering a question that I get a lot. And that is, how do you move forward when it seems that no one supports you? I will say as an entrepreneur that is a common thing. And with my clients, I see it a lot. Entrepreneurship, you probably have heard this said 1,000 times, it's not an easy road. It's not for everybody. But for those that it is for, it is amazing. It's an amazing journey. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's like a roller coaster. But it is an amazing journey. But whether you are an entrepreneur or not, whether your question pertains to maybe you don't have the family support that you want, or maybe you don't have the love that you desire, whatever area of your life where you feel like you don't have support, I want to share the answer with you. For starters, unless you're a twin, or triplet or multiple birth, no one comes in this world with anyone. You're born, you come, even if you are a twin, you come through the birth canal by yourself. There's a certain part of that journey. You come into the world alone. And God didn't design us to just stay alone. That's why we have parents, we have teachers, we have community leaders. We're designed to have interaction. But there are moments in our life, just like when you exit the birth canal, that you're going to be alone. And this is where we mess up. Sometimes we expect support in certain things, and there's nothing wrong with having your support system. It is important to have some sort of a support system in the different areas of your life, especially those high pressure ones. But don't allow that to be a source of escape for what is a harsh reality. Sometimes you have to go it alone. As far as the physical interaction, if you are faith-based, you understand that you're never alone because God is always with you. But as far as flesh, as far as human flesh, sometimes you're alone. I take it back to business. Sometimes there's a creative part where you're getting an idea where it's not the time yet to talk about it. You can't share it with everybody. And I think probably everyone in life has at least made this mistake one time, that you shared something that you were really excited about. And by the time you shared it and got the feedback from the other person, all your excitement was gone. Because that's what happens sometimes when an idea or a vision is birthed inside of you and you release it before the proper season, before enough time has passed. It's like cooking and seasonings. Sometimes you gotta sprinkle something in there and let it marinate a little bit. Other times you gotta stir it up. Sometimes you have to have a certain sequence and timing in which you put those ingredients and herbs and spices in, or else the taste composition will be off. That's how it is in life. There are some visions and things you're given, but before you can release it, before you can move forward on it, before you can act on it, there are some steps that must occur first. If not, then it's going to be a premature birth. And that's what some people are doing with their visions. You're handing that baby off to the wrong people. You're giving birth way before its time. And you're causing the baby, if it survives, that vision that was given to you, that unique, beautiful child, you're causing the baby, the vision, to be sick because you're forcing a birth when it wasn't time yet. You're forcing something, or you're giving that child into the care of the wrong person. And we see it in society. How many stories for centuries has there been where someone left their kid in the wrong person's hand and it resulted in a fatality? Or may have resulted in scars and bruises for the rest of that child's life. But even more scary is if it resulted in a death. And some of our dreams are dying. Some of the best $1 million ideas are dead on arrival because we're sharing them with the wrong person. Now, I'm all for support because I believe you have to have different teams. There are people that are going to help you implement. There are people that are going to be in the delivery room to help you give birth. There are people that weren't in that delivery room but come at different seasons of your life. Maybe they help you raise the child. Maybe they help you nurture the baby. Maybe they help you feed the baby. Or maybe they're the ones that come a little later when the child's a toddler or when the child's preparing to go to elementary or middle school or high school or college even. Different people are assigned for different things. But you are the visionary. You're the one that the idea, the purpose, the goal, the vision, those things were given to. It's up to you to choose to not abort that vision and to go ahead, give birth and nurture it and see it to the very end. Sometimes you have to go alone, but that doesn't mean that all the time you should have to go it alone. Sometimes we're so independent and so I got it and I don't need anybody that we're stunting the growth of a thing because we don't want anyone's help. Maybe we're remembering that person we left our baby with and they caused some harm. So we're very cautious, very paranoid. We don't want the next person to do the same thing with this baby. Or maybe they ran off with the baby and stole it. So I don't want the next person to steal the new baby. And again, we're cutting off what could be because we won't trust this person or that person that actually is assigned for this thing. We're blaming them for what someone else did, and we can't do that. So know you have to go alone, but know when to go alone. And of course, my favorite words are from the song from The Gambler, Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And that's life. There are no guarantees. There's never going to be 100% a surety. But you've got to know when to walk it alone, and then you got to know when to ask for support and the journey in between. So I hope that helped you. I always like to answer questions that are asked of me in the brand. So if you have a question and you want it answered, you can send that here, drop it in the box below. You can provide your feedback. And of course, on social media, thejoyguru.net, Alesha Brown, you can look me up and submit questions as well. Other than that, bye-bye for now.